Yeah, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know what the fuck this is. I just might be dirty. You know what? Let me start buying new clothes before y'all start roasting me. Fuck this. Anyways, what's going on, everyone? It's your boy 3MG. We are back again with another video. Now, you guys asked me in my previous video with McQueen and FELX to touch base on DDG and SoLLUMINATI. Let's just get this very clear. I'm gonna try to condense all this shit down into this video because it's gonna seem like a little bit like on some gossip shit because this situation is much more serious. FELX and McQueen is obviously fake. Stop the bullshit already, y'all. Like, whoever's watching, don't believe the bullshit. It's really fake. If you actually pay attention to YouTube the last 3 or 4 years, anytime a channel that's booming moves to LA, they end up riding this kind of wave to cause fake pranks, fake beefs, challenge videos, all together to cloud each other up. That's really how it works. And because FELX just moved out there recently, everyone is trying to jump on the bag. I really have no problem with it because I enjoy watching these people entertainment. The problem is when dudes try to flex on other people, they try to act like they bigger and better, they try to act like they're much more original. Then you got to really sit back and try to evaluate shit, and then you try to call people out. That's what I'm saying. But let's talk about SoLLUMINATI and DDG. How this whole shit really started, I guess, if I'm not mistaken, because I don't try to like pay too much attention to this shit. Some of you guys been dropping some gems, so I've been watching them here and there. But the SoLLUMINATI asks Kennedy for a collab, or asks, I think, his cousin or someone for a collab. Then, of course, I believe Kennedy is not with DDG no more, so he felt like it shouldn't be a problem anyways. And then also, SoLLUMINATI disrespected DDG's cousin by saying she looked like a transgender and that she always looks like she's fucking sleeping. The transgender joke, I'm gonna be honest with you, nah, you can't go there, bro. Like, yo, I wouldn't even do that myself. And I'm gonna be honest with you, the fact that SoLLUMINATI, I find him so fucking funny, that's why I watch him. But he's very disrespectful at the same time. So when niggas want to give him the smoke, you got to be ready for that action. And from what else I hear is that SoLLUMINATI uploaded a picture to Instagram with a photo, I guess, of his fit, whatever he was wearing, and said, "I love you" to Kennedy or some other bullshit like that. Like I said, some gossip shit. And that's where I think DDG released an Instagram story. If there's anything I'm missing, you could fill me in the comment section below. But from what I got and from what I saw, then DDG uploaded a video on Instagram Live trying to flex, pretty much showing his 2 cars, trying to let him know, I guess, see like a background of his place and just showing him the plaque. I'm gonna just be honest with you. There's something I have a huge problem with. I don't agree with SoLLUMINATI with the disrespect sometimes when he's going at people's families and how people's look and people's girlfriends, don't get me wrong, because that shit starts fights. But I do find him funny at the end of the day anyway, so I sometimes give a pass. But I already know that one day, hopefully not, but one day some shit may go down when motherfuckers are gonna want to fight because of the fact that he's so disrespectful. And I think he's aware of that anyways. But my biggest gripe, my biggest issue with YouTube motherfuckers is when they try to flex the bag, dog. Look, the problem is not the fact that dudes are going back and forth talking shit about each other. It's when you start to like flex on somebody. Like I always had a problem with that shit. Like, for example, when I used to be in school and somebody used to try to talk on me because of my sneakers, or then talk about like how they got much money, right there, yo, can either start a fight or I'm gonna try to flex back or some shit's gonna go down. Because I just fucking hate people like that. Like, I never come across to try to diss on some people's fit. Like, unless you my homie and we always talk back to each other like that, like that's different. But when you just talking over the internet or all this other shit and you trying to flex the bag, like, yo, never, a YouTuber should never flex the bag. You get your money off of the viewers, me or other viewers. I get whatever kind of change I make off of YouTube from you guys watching. So the fact that you flexing money over the internet, which I want to talk about because SoLLUMINATI actually mentioned that in his Instagram Live video, that makes perfect sense. I hate when content creators try to flex how much they're making. Oh, well, I was in a movie. Yeah, I just signed a record label. That shit would have never happened had you not bumped off of YouTube. That's the only problem I'm having with DDG. Because for the most part, I think he's entertaining as well. But both of them had their fair share of issues. SoLLUMINATI's just disrespectful. I remember very early on in his YouTube career, he used to talk about a lot of different channels and react to a lot of different people and just be mad reckless with it. I look back at it now. Honestly, it worked out, you know, for the better. You know what I'm saying? Because look at him now. He don't really do all that other shit, but he's still a funny ass fucking guy. DDG, on the other hand, there's a lot of shit that's very iffy because I don't watch him all the time. But from what SoLLUMINATI was pretty much saying is like, yo, son, you're all about money. All you do is add so many fucking ads to your videos, which I personally don't have a problem with because it's all business and marketing. And, you know, you got to treat your brand and business the same way any other corporation would, right? The problem lies within some of the stuff SoLLUMINATI mentioned. Like, yo, you made like 5 to 10 channels. They're all drying up. You end up trying to do some scheme where you make another channel. You try to draw all those subscribers onto that channel. And in my opinion, I don't think it's because his channels are dying. I think it has everything to do with being greedy. when you start succeeding on YouTube, when you start making bank, when you move out, you start looking for more ways to make money. And instead of like bringing out more quality, you just bring out basic ass vlog videos. You bring out basic ass shits, or you may be gone for a week. You upload a video called I'm back, or you upload a video like I'm sorry. You start coming up with these weird ass fucking videos just to make bank. And on top of that, you start adding crazy ads to them. And then you start separating your community. Like with DDG, I think he tried to flex on Soul with his analytics, but let's be honest here. I checked out both. SoLLUMINATI's one channel, honestly, one channel is very close to making the same amount of money, and viewage and analytics, all the data is very similar to DDG's 5 channels combined, which is fucking crazy. And SoLLUMINATI barely SoLLUMINATI what uploads every couple of days or every several days or so, whatever. So the fact that DDG is constantly uploading, but yet the analytics show that they're very similar. I think DDG is a little bit higher up, but that's still impressive as fuck. So I don't know why you would try to flex the bag like that on SoLLUMINATI, a dude who doesn't even promote his streams as much. He goes live, people are like, yo, I'm about to go live on Twitch. Like, he don't even be on the social media. Now, I don't have a problem with people promoting their shit on all their platforms, but when he tried to flex, I was like, you know what? I don't fuck with shit like that. That whole flexing shit on people is trash. And then he made, I think, a 20-something minute video or whatever, talking about like all this money making, all this other, like, yo, one thing you never do is try to talk about how much money you make when you're talking about it in front of the people who's helped you make that money and help you get to the position that you are at now. Like, that would be some shit if I made a video trying to flex and talk mad shit like I got bank. Y'all looking at me watching my videos like, homie, you got that bank because of us. We sat here for 15 fucking minutes watching you talk, and we gave you a few cents to your videos. Like, that's why I never like being a part of that kind of, like, I guess, that party. Like, I never wanted to talk about flexing or nothing like that. Yeah, you guys see me buy a bunch of shit, but a lot of that comes from my regular job anyways. I save up my money, or I just have a spending problem and I just buy some bullshit. So I just don't agree with that shit at all, and that can really fuck up your fan base, because there's some real dedicated ass viewers out there who really pay close attention to this shit and really won't fuck with you. These 15-year-olds, 12-year-olds, they don't look at it like that. They may be like, yo, I want the bag too, so they ride that way. But when they get older, they're gonna look at it like, yo, I don't fuck with that shit either. At the end of the day, this really all started because I think SoLLUMINATI wanted to do a collaboration with Kennedy, and of course I think he's always saying some fresh shit towards her, trying to flirt, whatever, and I think that's DDG's ex. But also SoLLUMINATI mentioned, like, are you with her because you want to be with her, or are you with her because it's more for YouTube purposes? Because that's something you also got to question with these content creators. I don't know whose relationship is real or not. DDG's been in several relationships, and it's funny because they all pan out the same way. They all end up like a breakup, and it never seems like anybody's depressed or sad. So I don't know what's real or what's not. Is it for YouTube purposes? Is it because you want to bring a bad bitch on YouTube and just show them off? You want to probably have a thumbnail with their fucking panties and their ass showing? Like, you never know what's real and what's not. That's why I just take everything as fucking like WWE. That's all I do it for. Don't ever try to pull up somebody else's analytics or channels, because now I went ahead and did my Googles on it, and I'm like, yo, SoLLUMINATI's gaining the same amount of subs as you are. You got way more subs, and the fact that he's pulling almost the same amount of views daily as you. And you know what's crazy? He did make a good point. Your music career isn't really transferring over to your YouTube channel. So yeah, every time you drop a song or a music video, it banks like 10 million views, but your regular YouTube content isn't really doing anything. That's because of the fact that you are separating your audience every time you make another channel. And it's not like you're making another channel that's completely different. They're really all the same shit. You're just separating them. And that's why I believe it's on some greedy shit. I'm telling you, when YouTube content creators start flexing that fucking bag, it bugs me out. Because when you look at their videos like 8 years ago, when they were wearing fucking plain Hanes t-shirts and they weren't really all about that shit, and they had regular fucking Ray-Bans and shit, they weren't talking none of that shit. When they hit that first 1,000 subscriber goal, they were like, yo man, I appreciate you guys, I never changed for you. Now all of a sudden you're at 1 million and you just flexing every fucking week. Don't get me wrong, if you got an Instagram and all that shit, yo, do you upload all that shit? You know what I'm saying? That's marketing. But when you're trying to shit on somebody else, I just don't agree with that shit. That shit causes mad problems. I don't even fuck with some of my friends who used to do that shit. Like, I'm still cool with several people who do that. And matter of fact, what's worse is like when you have somebody in your circle that when you try to let them know, like, yo, I just graduated college, or yo, I just bought this, and they try to be like, oh yeah, I could have done that too. I stay away from people like that too, yo. Cause they're not uplifting, yo. Like, support is always needed, you know what I'm saying? But when you try to flex or you try to act like you could have got there, but you just decided not to, fuck all that, yo. Get the fuck out of my circle, bro. I'm not gonna fuck with you. I just don't do that. Once he did that shit, I was just like, I don't fuck with it. Cause I guess he doesn't have anything else to say to SoLLUMINATI. So I don't know what to do. And another thing that SoLLUMINATI made a good point is the fact, like, yo, if you really think about it, who's really booming on YouTube? Yo, this dude SoLLUMINATI is booming so much. He got several plug channels that were dedicated to him and his beefs. Anything funny that he does, any collaboration with a chick or beef with Cash or any other YouTuber, People got channels dedicated to SoLLUMINATI, and when I looked it up online, there's barely any channels dedicated to DDG unless it's him beefing with SoLLUMINATI. And understand this too, whenever there is beefs, man, that fucking plane is loud. And anytime there is any beef going on with SoLLUMINATI, everyone, including myself, jump on videos because why? He pulls numbers. I would never make a video about DDG by itself. I'm keeping it all the way 100. If DDG got into some beef with somebody else, I probably wouldn't even make a video on it because I don't think it will boom or get that much traffic. That's just me being honest. Anything SoLLUMINATI related is gonna boom on YouTube. Zeus, I'm Dante, Your Rage, Flight Reacts, they're gonna boom on YouTube. But DDG is just the reality of it, man. I still fuck with DDG's videos, but that whole flexing with the bag shit is something I've always had a problem with. Don't look at this chain, this watch is just a filler. This shit is cheap. I don't give a fuck. Well, this ain't fake, bitch. There's not much for me to even say about the situation. Like, I'm still kind of like, you know, I don't know exactly what's going on, but if you want to drop some gems in the comment section, you may. If you fuck with your boy, hit the like button, notification bell, subscribe if you have not already. I'm on Instagram, 3MG Live, if you guys can see whatever the image is at, and on Twitter as well. So follow your boy. I'm out here. God bless everyone. Take this shit serious. Never try to flex into the bullshit, yo. We all start somewhere. I ain't privileged. I ain't born into the rich and fortune, you know what I'm saying? So you got to know your place, man. And now that I'm able to secure some money, it still hasn't changed me. It just made me a fucking idiot with wanting to buy bullshit electronics. But other than that, I'm out of here. God bless everyone. Peace.